Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity with me, Break It Dawn. We're going to level everybody up and then see where this stream goes. Start with my main character. Another point to survival. And critical focus. Allies notice the Paladin's zeal and become thoroughly inspired by it. Allies affected by zealous focus convert 5% of what would have been ordinary hits to critical hits. Fantastic. Alright, Adair is up next. Another point to survival. And Weapon Mastery Ruffian. Weapon Mastery represents increased refinement and dedication to the techniques used with the fighter's chosen weapons. Mastery grants an additional damage bonus on top of the standard bonuses provided by weapon specialization. The plus 10% damage bonus. Can't go wrong with that. Durance is up next. I'm going to save his points. And grab Empowered Interdiction. The priest's condemnations of an enemy become more apt, increasing the accuracy of his or her interdiction ability. Plus 10 accuracy. And we use this for just about every fight, so I think that is very worthwhile.
Aye?
And Aloth is up next. Mechanics, of course, and... I don't know if I've read these before. I feel like I've read Wall of Force. If I read that, then I read the rest of these. I think I'll grab Malignant Cloud. Generates a cloud of virulent poison, inflicting raw damage to anyone in the cloud every few seconds. And Arcane Veil. Conjures a protective shield of magic, dramatically boosting the wizard's deflection. Plus 50 deflection for 14 seconds.
Aye?
Alright, looks good to me. Said I read this last time, but we're going to read it again. You hear running water and see a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. Wade into the tunnel. You take slow sloshing steps toward the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright while the current tugs at your legs. The cold water leaves you gasping. As it rises past your waist, you fight to control your breaths. The stream bed soon drops out from under your feet, and the current pushes you towards the tunnel with growing force. Swim into the tunnel. The current pushes you through the tunnel faster and faster, tugging you downward. Over your head, the tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. You take a final deep breath before the current drags you into the depths. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast now for you to see more than flickering glimpses as you speed by. You keep your hands in front of yourself and focus on avoiding the jagged rocks that appear suddenly in the darkness, jutting from the walls. A light winks at you up ahead. You're approaching it fast, but it looks to be the mouth of a second, smaller tunnel. You might be able to reach it, but your lungs have started to ache. Grab the edge of the tunnel. You wrap your fingers around the rocks lining the tunnel and peer into it. It terminates in a dead end, but something glits among the rocks at the far end. Reaching it would be a challenge for anyone without strong lung capacity. Swim toward the glint. You pull yourself into the tunnel, executing deft scissor kicks while the passage narrows around you. At the end, you find a skeleton with the handle protruding from its ribs. You pull it free and push off from the wall, propelling yourself back toward the main tunnel. And I'm doing this in full plate mail. It's a very impressive feat. I really like the sound effects they include with these book events. Swirling and tumbling through the darkness of the tunnel, you at last see a halo of light above, and you swim and kick toward it. At last, your head breaks the surface. You gulp air into your aching lungs, and you pull yourself to the edge of the pool. Crawling out of the water, you look at the cavern around you as you massage healing back into your aching, cold-numbed limbs. We gained an item, the Rose of Salt Hollow. Well, it's a Morning Star. Plus 25% crow damage, 20% of damage restored as endurance. I start looking at respecking to use Morning Stars instead of Warhammers. A young weapon with a relatively short history. The rose is forged from blackened Emirian steel and topped with a wickedly thorny bloom of petals. The Morning Star's resemblance to its namesake doesn't end with the head. Its long, faded black shaft also features small thorns along its entire length, causing discomfort even to an armored wielder. Hakrin Grist, a successful adventurer from the Readsiren seaside village of Salt Hollow, had the gnarly weapon made after his friends joked about how nothing could grow in the alkaline soil of their home. Hakrin used the rose to defend Salt Hollow from bandits, and to help his comrades kill 2 sky drakes who had made their lair near a road leading into the village. When Salt Hollow no longer held the wonder for them that it once had, Hakrin and his friends made their way to Deerwood to seek their fortunes in the ruins of Irgvanfoth. They have not been heard from since. Alright, well, it's time to make our way out of this dungeon. I'll head back to Caed Noir, we'll defend the keep, and we might do some more of the Endless Paths. Let's read this again. A broken bridge lies before you. Most of it appears to have crumbled into the river centuries ago, leaving 2 jagged ledges on either side of the water. You see a forested valley on the other side. You might be able to jump across the gap. Then jump to the other side. You clear the gap without incident. Oh, they recognized that I was there. Defiler. Young Ulfathan grabs the horn around his neck. It sounds a bellowing call. Okay. Warriors splash across the stream. The weapons raised and their painted faces still and stony. You're warned, Estremor. I was wondering what was going to happen. Well... Good, we can explore this. There's nothing to explore. Oh, we can read these. This woman seems to emerge from the wall of the mountain. She's little more than a skeleton swathed in robes, and her gaze is fixed on the massive doorway. A cadaverous man looks upon the path into the mountain, one skeletal arm raised and the other pointing to the door. Okay, I was wondering if fighting those guys affected our reputation with any groups. It doesn't look like it did, so.
The stones and the spirits in this place have begun to heal.
Alright, so the form is completed. Next up is the training grounds. The training grounds provide a place to hone your skills in combat. Upgrading the grounds will grant a bonus to might upon resting in Bright Hollow.
Right.
Let's check out the chapel. May the gods guide and protect all who seek their blessing.
They shall see nothing while I see much.
Gods keep you.
Greetings, my lord. I thank you for restoring our chapel to its former glory. I am certain the gods look favorably upon you. I have gathered what scrolls I could find. Perhaps they can be of use to you in your travels. Let me see what you have. Okay. Well, at least he tried, right? Whoops. Give me that one back. Thank you.
Huh?
Let's take care of these bandits.
Better indeed.
My mind is not this. My mind is not this.
Oh no! Help is dead. It took me too long to get over there. Alright, they were generic hirelings, so we should be able to hire them back, no problem.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Alright, so bring him back. Bring him back. Oh, we can hire Korgrak. We lose a ton of prestige. Let's bring him on then. Then we'll make up for some of the prestige. We'll hire the Vagabond Scald. The Cleric and... a Mercenary Mind Striker. Skirmish Archer and Vanguard Soldier.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to do a couple things real quick. We're going to head back to Defiance Bay. I think there's another merchant. I swear there's a merchant that sells something for a cipher. I think there's a merchant in Andra's Gift. Outside the Valian building.
Our paths shall part.
Before I forget. Got something for him as well. I could level him up while I'm at it. Lore and survival. Alright, so these are new. Grinnis Beast lit the night with his breath. Calls down a drake from the skies to fight for the party. Oh, but knock not on the door of Erdel and Gerdel. Summons 2 fearsome ogres to fight for the party for the duration. Rise again, Scions of Adon. Revives allies in the area of effect with a small amount of endurance. 7 nights she waited while the white winds wept. Attacks enemies in 7 directions around the chanter with bolts of freezing ice. The bride caught their ruse and set to make them pay. Empowers allies in the area of effect with bonuses to dexterity, perception, and intellect. The bridemen slew 30 before they crossed half the hall. Empowers allies in the area of effect with bonuses to might, constitution, and resolve. Just like that one. Does he have a... Since I'm using him more as a support, I guess we'll give him a heal. I guess for himself first. So we get wound binding. Allows the healing of a modest amount of health on the user.
Following your lead. Safe travels.
Bring her back, and back to Defiance Bay. I'm looking forward to getting a better, larger shield from a main character. I can't stand the way the buckler looks. It's way too tiny.
Hello.
Did he have this stuff before? So I recognize this one. I don't know if I've read these before or not. If I have, I don't want to waste time reading them again, but I'm sitting here contemplating it. So this is really good. There's a second chance and these bonuses. And then this is... oh no, where's it at? Yeah, plus 10% focus gain. So I know I've seen this before, right? Because I knew that there was a Cypher exclusive piece of equipment somewhere. Go ahead and buy this for our Druid companion as well. How does it modify constant recovery? Okay, yeah, so we've read these before. I recognize that one. Plus 2 dexterity. It's to resolve. Yeah, I like this one as well. Let's go and grab those for now. Go get this instead of this. I do think this is good. Constitution, Might, and Resolve. Okay, so she benefit the most from this. Don't really need Gon's Pledge. It's not a significant heal. Oh, increase the healing. Okay, I wish you told me how it modified constant recovery.
Hey.
Alright, so I see 3 values, 5.9, 4.5, 2.4. Okay, so it added a third. It's such a small amount as well, so I don't think the plus 25% healing is that worthwhile. So we'll give this to him just to have that. As far as healing is concerned, does anyone not have a... I never use this anyway. And Lay on Hands is a significant heal. It's hard to justify as well. We'll give it to him instead.
Yeah.
Okay. But there's also that merchant at Anslog's Compass. We might go there and look at his wares. Was not expecting to do this much shopping this episode. It was supposed to be the endless paths.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, finish the training grounds. Next up is the Botanical Garden. Upgrade the Botanical Garden will allow your stronghold to generate a random plant every turn in the stronghold treasury. Alright, free stuff. It's not really free since I just spent the 1800. Of course, now it won't tell me. So, blunderbuss, arbalist. This might be. Ooh, I have choices for Adair. I want him to have a club or a saber. So at fine value, it's 16 to 24 plus 20% damage. 10% chance to cast overwhelming wave on hit or critical hit, once per encounter. Crush damage and stunned. Alright, 10% chance to cast hobbled or hit on hit or critical hit. 11 to 17. Alright, so fine, this is better. I'll grab this for Adair. I could give this to Kana. But see, this is also a soulbound item. It could end up being better because of that. And now what about Firebrand? +1 resolve, +1 dexterity. I think we have people without hats, right? She can't wear a hat. Oh, we'll buy this at least.
Yeah.
Actually, does she
Your
have...
thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Oh, he doesn't have a hat. Oh, congratulations, buddy. You get a hat. I gotta be a little careful with my spending. We're not as wealthy as I was hoping. Alright, let's go ahead and find the soul. Alright, take 300 damage from enemies to unlock the next level. Easy peasy. Let's get out of here. Head back to the keep. And get ready to do the next 5 levels or so of the Endless Paths.
Right.
Gelade, well done. A formidable fortress in the old style. We don't build them like this anymore, you know. Not by the sea. Too vulnerable to cannons.
Oh, we check out the training grounds real quick. Go head inside and descend to the last floor that we left off on. Barrack looks really cool.
Our paths shall part.
Alright, got him a present as well.
Farewell.
May Wal watch your step.
Alright, down to level 5. Alright, I'm going to call it here. Next episode, we'll descend down to level 6 and see how far we can make it. And after that, we're going to do the... Can't see it from here. But the White March. But for now, thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.